Hey Mom, what's for dinner? It's the age-old question. Everybody wants to know what's for dinner. So tonight we are going to make something really delicious and kind of fancy looking, but so easy to make. We are going to make some stuffed chicken, and we're going to serve it over some pasta. So we know that kids love pasta. Everybody loves pasta. If you are gluten-free, you can use spaghetti squash or zoodles. And first thing we're gonna do is I've got these big fat chicken breasts, and so we're gonna cut them in half to make a cutlet. Okay, so we're just gonna go down the middle here, cut them in half. Now I used to let my kids help me with this preparation, but not with the knife. And I have to admit, my knife skills aren't perfect. In fact, they're kind of imperfect. But we are going to just go ahead and slice this. So we have 2 pieces of chicken out of this breast, and they're about a 1/2 inch thick. And then let's do this other one. And we'll just do these real quick and have them. Now, if you want to, you can buy chicken cutlets in the store. They make them in the, I've seen them in the freezer section and in the butcher section. Sometimes they'll cut them for you if they're not already cut. But we're really just gonna slip right through these. Doesn't take that long at home, especially if it's a fat breast. It's not bad. Sometimes you can mess it up a little bit and it doesn't look as pretty. Just call me Hatchet Mom. And they're very forgiving, because when we're finished with them, you won't recognize them anyway. Okay, so my son has this amazing knife. I should have grabbed his. It cuts like butter. He always wants to sharpen my knives, and I'm like, don't sharpen my knives, I'll cut myself. One time I came home from a trip and I went to cut something and I cut my finger, and I'm like, who sharpened my knives? And he was like, well, I did. I said, don't sharpen my knives, I'm dangerous with them. Okay, so we've got 4 cutlets here, and now we are going to, I'm gonna put them on some parchment paper. Let's see, I'm gonna move them right here real quick. Then we're gonna put them on some parchment paper and we're gonna pound them out a little bit. This is what I let my kids help with. Helps to get rid of their aggression and helps get the job done for you. So I'm just gonna lay these out. Oops. Like I said, I've got parchment paper. I also have a silicone mat down, so I could just do it on the silicone mat if I wanted to, and it would work fine. I'm gonna put some paper over the top. And then I've got this mallet. I usually have a rubber mallet that I use, but I cannot find it anywhere. And I can't for the life of me figure out where it would have disappeared to. I asked all the family members and nobody's seen it. So anyway, so we're just gonna pound it so it's a little bit flatter. Some people might do it a little bit more uniform than I do. That's great for them. You guys, this is real life. This is how it works sometimes in the kitchen. It's not always a photographic moment. Sometimes it's just like beat the crud out of the chicken breasts and get them done so you can get them in the oven, so you can get dinner, so everybody's happy, nobody's fighting. I don't have anybody to fight with anymore, so it's not a problem for me. But I recognize that dinner time is sometimes a stressful time. If you're a mom, you've got homework. If you're working, you just got home from work. So it's always nice to have some of these on hand. I actually can make these ahead and freeze them, and then all I have to do is pop them in the oven and serve them over pasta when I get home. Okay, think I want this one a little bit thinner. It's a big guy. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with these 4. Actually, we might as well do the rest while we're here. So I'm gonna lay these out. Flatten these a little more. So if you like cheese and chicken, or if you don't like cheese, so you guys, if you've watched me before, you know my mom does not like cheese. Did I say chicken? My mom does not like cheese, so I try to remember to make everything 1 serving without cheese for her, so she doesn't feel left out. Okay, so I'm gonna pound out the rest of these really quick. This is one way to get your kids to help you in the kitchen. Give them a hammer and some chicken and let them have at it. Okay, so we've got our chicken all pounded out. Look how pretty that is. Nice and thin. Let's get one more edge off of here. There we go. I should have been a construction worker, right? Okay, so we have 8 breasts here, or half breasts, quarter breasts because it's a half a breast cut in half. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the trash. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is sprinkle them with salt and pepper. Sprinkle the breasts with salt and pepper. Liberally as you want to. I'm just using plain old pepper, some pink Himalayan salt, and I also have some garlic pepper. If you like garlic pepper, go ahead and put some of that in. If you like Italian seasonings, add what you want. Dijon mustard. That's kind of the secret sauce. We'll spread that around. Now I have some fresh basil, fresh from the garden. So we are gonna just take a couple of leaves of basil. If you don't have fresh, you can use whatever dried spices you have that you like, Italian spices. This is kind of, you guys, this is kind of a make it your own recipe. My mother-in-law used to make this. Oh no, the pepper. You guys, the pepper is gonna make me sneeze. As much as I don't want to. So I'm just gonna put a couple or 3 leaves of this on. The grandkids are gonna be here tonight. They all like cheese, so I'm gonna put some cheese in these. So I've got, you guys, string cheese. String cheese is what I'm using tonight. If you don't have string cheese and you have mozzarella, use mozzarella. If you don't have mozzarella or string cheese and you have provolone, use provolone. Anything will work. If you want to try something different, it all works. So I'm just gonna roll these up. Hopefully you saw me do that because I forgot to say what I'm doing. Okay, I'm putting the cheese inside and I'm just gonna start rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then I just put them in the pan, kind of an enchilada style. And now for the sauce, I am just gonna use a jar of bottled sauce. You guys, these were, I think 99 cents at my Kroger. I don't have Kroger, I have Fry's. But about 99 cents last time I was at the store. There was a special, 79 cents on pasta and 99 cents on Prego. And so Prego's the one I bought because I always buy the one that's cheap. And I actually wrote a book one time on cooking with pasta sauce and all the meals you can make with it. And this was one of them. So did you see that trick? You guys, if you ever can't get your jars open, just pry the end up and it pops the seal. You probably all know that, but some people don't. And then we're gonna pour the Prego sauce over the top. And then I'm also gonna add a can of petite diced tomatoes with the Italian seasoning. So I'm also gonna pour that over so it gives it a lot of liquid. I do have some cheese that I could fresh grate if I wanted to, but my grandkids are here, I'm tending them, and we're having dinner in about an hour. So I wanted to just be quick. And I do like the Tillamook brand. It doesn't have that cornstarch feel, and it melts very nicely. So I'm putting some mozzarella over the top of this. We'll probably bake it for about 45 minutes because we want to make sure this chicken is done. And when they're rolled up, the breasts, you know, they'll still cook, but there's a little bit of thickness to them. So I think 45 minutes is probably good. I will test them and let you know at the end how long we cooked them, okay? All right, you guys, we're gonna take a break, cook this up, get the noodles on to boil, and we will be ready in a little bit. Dinner's ready, you guys. Okay, my friends, this looks good enough for company. I guess the grandkids count. Let's do a taste test. Okay, it's time for a taste. Uh-oh. I'm gonna slurp my spaghetti. So good. Should we see what the kids think? All right, the true test. How do the kids like it? Okay, Aylin, get ready.
It's very good.
It's very good. Beckett, you wanna try? But it looks fancy, but it is kid friendly. So this is what's for dinner tonight. What do you guys think?
Yay.
Yay. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you have liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe below and hit that bell notification, and you can catch us next time.